Hello, dear learners. My name is Rakhi, and once again, I welcome you to Guidely. And this is the second session of NICL exam, and this is about essay writing. So, in descriptive writing, essay writing is going to be very important for your exam. And in this session, we are gonna understand how to write an essay. Before that, I remember one thing here when I was learning this language. So, once my English teacher said, so, English is a language and it has several parts. For example, we listen, we speak, we write, and also we read. So, in these four, I would say, sections, whatever section you want to ace at, you should do that more. If you want to be a good listener, then listen more conversation in English. If you want to talk fluently, then talk more. If you want to write properly, then write more. So the first thing that I remember with essay writing, as it says writing, it means we need to write more. So before starting the strategy, the first thing I would like to advise you here is, if you want to write good essay for your exam because you want to score well, because it is going to be very important for your selection, so start writing from today. And what you need to write anything, means your daily routine, the movie that you watched last time, the conversation with your friend, if you feel that you can write it, and then come to the formal, proper writing part that has essays, it has letters, it has formal and official emails and all. So start writing and then come to the formal part. Many students say that is there any formula, any shortcuts that we can learn writing? Yes, there are. But without the basic etiquettes, basic rules of writing, you can't be master in essay writing or in any writing form. So first and foremost step is start writing more in English and try to check how much you write correctly and what are the mistakes you are often committing. So let's get started. And here, first thing is, in our examination, they will give us a topic which we are supposed to write about. So we need to present our ideas, our arguments on that given topic, and they should be in logical and coherent manner. What is the meaning of that? So how do they evaluate your essays? Would they just copy the content? They put it on any kind of AI software. AI or that software itself detects all your mistakes. What kind of mistakes? Grammatical or spelling mistakes, or it is actually well connected with the logic, or it is actually coherent, means is it making the grammatical and the contextual sense correctly? If no, then we are going to lose the marks. So when you start writing, always first think about the topic, gather some good ideas, jot the points down, and then start writing in the proper and logical manner, that every line should connect to the next one. And after reading, the reader should get the sense what you wanted to convey, and your point and reader's understanding should be same. It means your writing is logical and coherent. It reflects your clarity of thoughts. As I said, gather the ideas. So, what you gathered, ability to organize information. If in future you are given a very important piece of information, how you convey that, how logically, how properly you convey the information, it is a test of that. And your command of formal English. So, there are three parts in our essay: introduction, body, and conclusion. And whatever is the word limit, we keep that into only these three parts. Number first is our introduction. So, what is introduction? According to our word limit, we are going to set 40 to 50 words. This is basically like 250 to 300 words we have for the essay. So for introduction, we can only pick 40 to 50 words. Introduction matlab you are introducing the idea. It means that when you introduce any topic, just provide the basic background. No complicated critical ideas. You just need to tell the reader what this essay will discuss. For example, if your essay is about financial inclusion in India or why financial awareness is important for the people, so your essay should not define the part, giving all the parts of it. Like you define the term, then you are giving the parts, you are giving pros and cons. Nine. In your introduction, it should be clear that in the essay, we can expect these points about financial inclusion. So your introduction plays the, like I should say, the crucial part, the most important part, because it gives the idea to the reader what is going to be conveyed in your entire essay, in the body paragraphs. So the first important thing, please keep it like, like either write it down or keep it in your mind safe, that your introduction of the essay should be very simple. It should have the basic background, and you need to tell the reader that what are you going to write about, what will be discussed. Second, a clear opening line showing that you understand the topic. Always please take some time, 2 to 3 minutes, even like 5 minutes if the time allows you. Clearly think about, like, okay, if I get this topic, acha, what if you don't get anything? What if your mind goes blank and you are unable to gather the ideas? It happens a lot. Like in my initial days when I was learning this language, I was like, oh God, how do I start? What should be the best starting line? Well, I'm going to help you with that as well in the upcoming sessions. Like, what should be the best lines to start? What should be the best lines to end? But for now, so then I read a lot of examples. I heard a lot of, lectures, and I followed the advice of the teacher, of my teacher, and they told me, keep it simple. Your motive is that you got the topic, or if you didn't get the topic, read it again and again, like twice or thrice. Try to get the information from four parts. What are these four parts? In banking term, everything will related to banking. But if you go to a broader perspective, then if I want to write about social media and its consequences or its effect on like teenagers, I can think in four perspectives. First is to my country. Number two, globally. Number three, the age wise. Like, okay, I'm telling about the teenagers, but what is the role of the elders? And number four, politically or socially. So there are these four ways, like there are many other ways as well. But if you think about these four types, like the close proximity, the wider ones, like take it to like global, and then you think about like poetic way, which cannot go here. Political way, yes, it can go like somewhere. Social, it is going here. So always think, keep the perspective very broad so that you can get the ideas. Once you get the ideas, now you can think this is a good one, and this I should not keep here, this I can eliminate. A bit of context, like yes, definition is important, background is important, current situation is important. These three things will going to help you a lot. So like इसको बोलते हैं ना हम लोग कि हम इट्स लाइक थीसिस कहते हैं हम इसे, यहाँ पे हम इसको बैकग्राउंड इन्फॉर्मेशन बोलते हैं, बट आपको इतना लाइक थ्योरेटिकल टर्म्स में जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. बट यस रिमेंबर, जब भी स्टार्ट करते हैं हमने उस टॉपिक के बारे में थोड़ा सा बताया, एंड देन हम आगे क्या डिस्कस करने वाले हैं हमें ये बताना है. तो ये जो हमारा थीसिस स्टेटमेंट है, दिस इज द मेन आइडिया कि हम क्या बताने वाले, व्हाट इज माय स्टैंड अबाउट financial inclusion. Why is it necessary for people to know about? Be brief and straight to the points. Never ever include examples to the introduction. Never. Introduction is just introducing. If it is your first day of class, your teacher comes in the classroom and asks that, okay, everyone, my name is that and that. Now I want everyone to introduce like yourself. So you are going to stand up. Hi, sir, my name is this. I'm from here. And currently I'm pursuing this, or this is my aim. You are not going to tell about where you, like which hill station you visited, or what is your favorite like temple, what is your favorite holiday destination. That doesn't come, in introduction part. It's very important what to keep, what to miss here. So, like, be very brief and straight to the point. Our examples, as I said you, and never ever start, I think. Remember, in your descriptive writing, everything is going to be professional. And when you talk formally about any topic, you always write the general statements. Never talk about what I think, he thinks, she thinks. No, it is about the general topic. So we avoid these personal pronouns. Okay, let's go ahead and let's talk about the body paragraphs. Around 100 to 130 words we are going to keep here. And it is up to you how many paragraphs you want to keep here. So remember, our essay should not be like point wise, never. It cannot be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it should be this is the introduction, now body paragraphs, and this is my conclusion. This is how your essay should look like. All right. So, 2 or 3 paragraphs according to the word limit, one strong point in each body paragraph. What do I mean by that? So, let's take the example of social media. Okay. So, नाउ अ टॉपिक इज कि जो यंग लोग हैं ना वो सोशल मीडिया के इन्फ्लुएंस में बहुत ज्यादा हैं रादर देन द ओल्ड पीपल एंड नाउ यू नीड टू गिव योर आइडियाज अबाउट इट. अब इस पे ना आपको जितने पैराग्राफ्स बनाने हैं यू शुड हैव उतने ही मेन पॉइंट्स. माय फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज दैट यस, बिकॉज जो ऑनलाइन कंटेंट की नॉलेज है, फॉर दैट अवेयरनेस young people are, I should say, like they know more than the old ones. So that is my first condition, like first main point, and I will elaborate. Point number 2, जो पुराने लोग हैं उनका एक ये भी रीजन है कि वो नई चीजों को सीखना नहीं चाहते. दिस इज व्हाट माय पर्सपेक्टिव इज. ऐसा नहीं है कि मेरा रियल है, इट इज जस्ट अ हाइपोथेटिकल सिचुएशन. So these are the 2 main points I'm going to talk about. Or you are writing on global warming and you are talking about कि आप इसके लिए क्या क्या सोचते हो, कैसे आप इसे रोक सकते हो. In my first body paragraph, I'm talking about the concerns I have. In my second body paragraphs, I'm gonna talk about the sustainable suggestions that we can think about or that we can implement or we can solve this problem. Okay, so if you are going to take 2 body paragraphs or 3, you should have one main point in each of the paragraphs. Clear? Whenever you state any opinion, any main idea, अगर मैंने बोला कि old लोग सीखना नहीं चाहते हैं, I have to tell you why I think so. Just one liner statement is not enough. I need to support. I need to, like मुझे इसका वजन बढ़ाना है, मुझे अपनी बात को strongly convey करना है. I need to give the examples. So, like one main point and then some evidence, some examples you need to write. Use of linkers and transitions for smooth flow. What does that mean? It means जब आप एक पैराग्राफ से दूसरे पैराग्राफ पे switch करते हो, if you are giving the 2 positive ideas, then write the word besides. Similarly, if you are gonna talk about, like contrast situation, so write in contrast, in contrary to, or on the other hand. These are the conjunctions that we use. So connectors, right? बहुत जरूरी है यूज करने. अगर आप कनेक्टर्स नहीं लगाएंगे तो फ्लो अच्छे से जाएगा नहीं और लाइक ट्रांजिशन समझ में नहीं आएगा किसी को. तो कनेक्टर्स बहुत जरूरी हैं. कैसे अपने बॉडी पैराग्राफ को बनाना है? वन मेन पॉइंट, explanation, explain your main point and give the examples, evidence, right? Now let's come to conclusion. Our conclusion can be only like 40 to 60 words because we need to stay within our word limit. So first and foremost point, never ever include any new point in the conclusion. As the word says conclusion, it is concluding, it is summarizing the whole idea. Okay, so conclusion is very simple. Be brief, but don't repeat the statement or the idea word for word. अब आपने ऊपर जो लिखा है आप उसी को समराइज कर रहे हो, बट दैट डजंट मीन कि आप एज इट इज लाइन उठा के यहाँ पे रख दोगे. नो, paraphrase it. What is the meaning by paraphrase? Paraphrase means your idea is same but words are different. Okay, so summarize your point and give a closing through your closing thought or suggestion. For example, जब मैंने ग्लोबल वार्मिंग के ऊपर लिखे 2 पैराग्राफ्स, तो मेरा जो कंक्लूजन है that should say that in conclusion, yes, we are having this problems, for that this like suggestions can be implemented, and if we all do this, then in future or after some years we can witness a better climatic condition, right? So always we should know कि यहाँ पर आपने पूर्ण विराम लगा दिया है, यहाँ पे कहानी खत्म हो जाती है. नेवर स्टार्ट समथिंग न्यू so that we don't get a closure, we don't get a closing. So remember that. Final insight, recommendations or prediction. It is always good to leave your essay on a like suggestion वाला point. For example, आपने ऐसे लिखा, लास्ट में आपने लिख दिया कि for that it is important कि जो हमारा like जब तक like policies बने, it's good. Climate change हो रहा है, global warming हो रही है, the government is implementing, the government is working and making new policies, but जब तक हम सब लोग साथ नहीं आएंगे, we are not going to see new change or something like better environment. So it's always good अगर आप एक recommendation या एक suggestion पे अपने essay को finish करते हैं. Keep it short and impactful. Avoid introducing new points and ensure tone is formal and balanced. Remember, your formal tone is very important. Your biasness should not, the reader should not feel that you are biased or you are thinking, okay, this is what you think about it. वो think वाली feeling तो आनी ही नहीं चाहिए. You have to be general and very formal. आगे बढ़ते हैं and let's talk about your best approach. So step 1, we are understanding the topic. We are reading the topic carefully. अगर नहीं समझ में आएगा तो पूरा का पूरा जो essay है वो off track हो जाएगा. What is my suggestion for this? Please read. Please, please, please read. The more you read, the better understanding you get. So this is the most important thing. Read. Current affairs, बिल्कुल like इसको अपनी अपना powerful weapon बना लीजिए. If you have this powerful weapon, you can write amazingly on any topic. Okay, if the topic is role of insurance in rural India, so important words are insurance and rural India. Don't just read this and start writing. No, always read the complete phrase and then start writing. सोचिए, why is insurance important for villagers or farmers? Now think about it. Jot the points down. Okay, sometimes weather can be bad और उनकी फसल खराब हो सकती है. If their crop is ruined, they are not going to get any money. That can, hamper their livelihood. All right. Point number 2. There can be some reason. For example, अगर आग लग जाए, उनकी पूरी बनी बनाई खेती को किसी रीजन से आग लग जाए, you can think multiple things and then you get the ideas and then you start writing. Always think of the central idea. अगर ये 2 points मैंने सोचे हैं तो मैं उनके ऊपर easily लिख सकती हूँ. So decide what is your main message And what do you want to say about this topic? This becomes your thesis statement, the main idea your essay will explain. So think of points like how is this a good or bad thing? Absolutely good. What are the benefits or problems? What can be improved? जैसे कि insurance helps rural India become more financially secure. जब मैंने बोला कि अगर फसल बर्बाद हो जाए, इंश्योरेंस है तो मतलब सिक्योरिटी है, सिक्योरिटी है तो मतलब सेफ्टी, राइट? So this is how your points come together and you get a main idea. Now make a quick outline. लिखने के पहले मेंटली नोट्स हमने बना लिए, अब हमें पता है कैसे लिखना है. अगर हम पहले प्लान करेंगे तो हमारा ऐसे प्रॉपर फ्लो में जाएगा और ऑफ ट्रैक सिचुएशन नहीं बनेगी. सो पॉइंट नंबर 1, हाउ इंश्योरेंस हेल्प्स फार्मर्स ड्यूरिंग क्रॉप लॉस. पॉइंट नंबर 2, गवर्नमेंट स्कीम्स लाइक PMFDY. Point number 3, how awareness can increase insurance coverage. These are my 3 important points. Now I can easily write about these. Step number 4, write the essay in 3 parts as we have discussed. We are writing in 3 parts: introduction, body paragraph, and conclusion. Let's see an example. Let's do it together. Our topic is UPI and its benefits. Okay, so introduction. अब यूपीआई और उसके बेनिफिट्स हैं तो क्लियरली है. लेट्स एक्सप्लेन द यूपीआई फर्स्ट. लाइक एज इट इज एन अब्रिविएशन, we need to tell the full format of it. It's very important. And then it asks the benefit. So जो भी हमारा बाद का पार्ट आएगा उसमें कुछ पॉजिटिव compliments, some adjectives must be there. So UPI, that is for Unified Payments Interface, has revolutionized digital transactions in India. Launched by the National Payment Corporation of India, UPI enables real-time money transfers using mobile devices. Inconvenience, speed, and accessibility have made it one of the most important or most popular and inclusive financial tools in the country today. So इसके इतने सारे बेनिफिट्स ने इसको क्या बना दिया है? बहुत ही ज़्यादा अच्छा फाइनेंशियल टूल बना दिया है. Isn't it simple? So हमने क्या रखा? हमने अपना बॉडी पैराग्राफ बनाया और बहुत सिंपली हमने उसे क्या कर दिया? बहुत सिंपली हमने उसको यहाँ पे दोनों पार्ट्स को उसके इजीली कनेक्ट करके बता दिया. So this is what you do when you talk about your, just a second, when you talk about any topic here, always write about it थोड़ा सा, and then जो भी टॉपिक है उससे कनेक्ट करना है. हमने थोड़ा सा यूपीआई का बताया एंड देन वी एडेड इट्स बेनिफिट्स. डन. चलो अब इसके बॉडी पैराग्राफ्स पे आते हैं. बिकॉज दोनों हमसे उसके बेनिफिट्स पूछ रहा है तो हमारे लिए इजी है कि हमारे बॉडी पैराग्राफ को हम इसी के लिए बना सकते हैं. अगर हमसे ये पूछता कि व्हाट आर द प्रोज एंड कॉन्स, देन आप सोचते हैं कि इसमें बुराई क्या हो सकती है. इससे साइबर जो थ्रेट्स हैं वो बढ़ सकते हैं. यस, बट फॉर नाउ इट्स इजी फॉर अस टू just think about two main positive ideas or two main positive things. So one can be simply कि आप जहाँ पर भी हो आप इजीली अपने मोबाइल से कोई भी पेमेंट कर सकते हो एंड आपको बहुत ज़्यादा इसमें ज्ञान की ज़रूरत नहीं है. सेकेंड कंडीशन, बिकॉज यूपीआई आपको ऑनलाइन सुविधा देता है तो आपको हर जगह कैश कैरी करने की भी ज़रूरत नहीं है. इससे ओवरऑल देश की इकोनॉमी सशक्त होती है. So let's give it a read now. So one of the primary benefits of UPI is its simplicity. Users can transfer funds instantly without needing bank details. Only a mobile number or UPI ID is sufficient. This ease has brought digital banking even to those with minimal technical knowledge. Now, I said we need to put some transition words so that the flow can be smooth. Now here I'm using the word secondly. Secondly, UPI has greatly reduced dependency on cash. From vegetable vendors to online stores, UPI is widely accepted Encouraging. देखो, this is also very important. Like, don't write two short sentences. Try to connect it with some words. Encouraging a cashless economy and improving transparency in transaction. Let's add some more points. Another major advantage is its contribution to financial inclusion. People in remote areas, previously excluded from its banking system, can now access and use UPI based services with a smartphone and basic internet. Schemes like Jandhan Yojana and UPI have worked together to bring millions into the formal financial fold. Beautifully, we we just narrated, or not narrated actually, we just gives the benefit, we just gave the benefits of UPI because हमारे लिए simple था कि हमें यहाँ पे कुछ contrast नहीं लगाना पड़ा. The conjunctions we were using वो सारे वो थे जो सिर्फ flow को आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं. ओके, लेट्स कंक्लूड. तो हमने क्या बताया? हमने बताया कि कैश पे डिपेंडेंसी नहीं है. ये बहुत बड़ा एक रोल प्ले कर रहा है हमारे इकोनॉमी को अच्छा करने, मतलब फाइनेंशियल कंडीशंस को अच्छा करने में, एंड हम डिजिटली भी स्ट्रांग हो रहे हैं. लेट्स कंक्लूड दिस. In conclusion, UPI has emerged as a game changer in India's financial landscape. It has simplified money transfers, supported digital inclusion, and promoted safe contactless payments. With growing trust and innovation in fintech, UPI is likely to evolve even further, strengthening cybersecurity and promoting digital literacy will ensure that its benefits continue to reach every section of society effectively and securely. If you notice, if you pay attention here, we did not introduce any new idea here. Whatever we stated, whatever we stated before, we are just bringing them together and we are summarizing it. So this is how you write the conclusion. We never add anything new here because conclusion word का मतलब ही वही है कि हमें क्या करना है, हमें इसको साथ में लेकर आना है. अब देखो यहाँ से ना कुछ और important चीजें हैं. For example, when we have written it down, now please spare some time to proofread. So when we type, when we practice, we usually write on Word or in notes, or you if you use PowerPoint, that doesn't make any sense though. So you get the mistakes highlighted there, like that red zigzag line you see, and you know, okay, you are doing wrong. And even if you are using your phone, the spelling gets auto corrected. There in the examination, they are using a tool that is not going to show any mistake. If you don't see your mistakes, you are not going to rectify them. So always spare some time to proofread, plan it properly. 2 to 3 minutes you are giving before writing, then again 2 to 3 minutes you need to give to proofread as well. So read your essay once quickly, check for spelling mistakes, repeated words, or missing full stops or any other punctuation. Make sure it sounds formal and complete. See, you still have chance, you can eliminate backspace and write it again. It is not very difficult. So it is your responsibility to do it wisely. Now, some important do's and don'ts. Number one comes under do's. Read the topic carefully and identify the focus keywords. Point number two, understand the demand of the topic, whether it's asking for explanation, examples, opinions, pros and cons, and causes and effects. Whatever is the demand, write accordingly, right? Think and plan your structure into intro, body, conclusion before you start typing. And start with a clear introduction that states the topic and purpose of your essay. Write in paragraph format, at least 3 structured paragraphs or two. Present one main point and add some logical explanation and examples. Support points always with some facts, with some examples, any like relevant scheme that you can connect that should be relevant. Use formal linkers to connect ideas like moreover, in addition, on the other hand, therefore, to conclude. Without them, the flow will not be smooth. Maintain a neutral and formal tone throughout the essay. No casual and emotional expressions is strictly prohibited. Always be within the word limit. Your target is this. So if you do practice according to this, your main performance will be like this. Use proper grammar and punctuation. Remember where to use capital letter, where should the full stop come, subject verb agreement, the right tense, type clearly and cleanly, proper spacing between words and paragraphs. Proofread your essay once, very, very important, and end with a proper conclusion. Don't add anything new. What you shouldn't do, बिना समझे लिखना शुरू मत करिए. Enough time होगा सभी के लिए. You are not the only one who is going for the exam. So this has been set in a way that everyone can do it. So like jaldi jaldi mein kuch mat karo. Don't start with informally, like I think it should be like that. People nowadays are like that. The kids are like that. FYI, no. You have to be very formal. So your writing should be as same as you read in the newspaper. Do not use first person I, you, he, she, etc. First and second, most importantly, do not use bullet points or numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, as I said already. Do not present more than one main point in one paragraph. In single paragraph, you can only talk about one point. Add certain things, but don't add the new point. Do not use contractions like I don't, haven't, shouldn't, wouldn't, never. Always write in full form words. Abbreviations should not be in the formal writing. Do not copy the introduction in the conclusion. As I've said already, you need to paraphrase. So the idea is same, but the words should be different. Do not repeat the same idea again and again. Just because your word limit you need to fill, that doesn't mean that you can again and again say the same thing. No, take the fresh idea and then elaborate. Don't exceed the word limit. Don't think कि अगर मैं 250 की वर्ड लिमिट में 400 लिखूंगा या लिखूंगी तो मुझे बहुत सारे मार्क्स मिलेंगे. नॉट एट ऑल. आपको उतना लिखने के लिए बोला गया है. +20 -20 इज फाइन, बट अगर आप +100 करते हो दैट इज एब्सोल्युटली नॉट फाइन. बिना कंक्लूजन के ऐसे को मत छोड़िए. इट इज लाइक मूवी का पहला पार्ट बना है, पता है दूसरा पार्ट आएगा तो ठीक है. जब यहाँ पे पहला ही पार्ट खत्म होना चाहिए तो कुछ छोड़ना ही नहीं है आपको. Conclude it properly. Do not include unrelated facts or forced statistics. If you don't know the example, then don't make them up just to write the examples. Relevancy is more important than data here. ये नहीं कि according to a study, India's condition is this much percent, then this much. If it is wrong, then your stats are wrong. You are misguiding the reader. That is again a wrongdoing. Don't mix up tenses or voice. Active passive voice बहुत मेजर रोल प्ले करते हैं बात को समझाने के लिए. इसलिए don't confuse. Okay? Don't mix up. Don't make spelling or basic grammatical errors. नंबर कट जाएंगे. And don't waste time editing every line. Write first, proof later. Example essay one more. Beat plastic pollution, need of the hour. So how I wrote it here. First, plastic pollution. What can be the main reasons as it is asking to beat? क्या करने की जरूरत है मुझे इस टाइम पे? And then I wrote some more paragraphs to it, and then I concluded. Now I want you to read it after the class. So I want you to take the screenshot. Just a second. Take the screenshot now. Done. Another one. अब मैं आपको क्यों पढ़ने के लिए बोल रही हूँ, वाई आई एम सेइंग सो, बिकॉज आई वांट कि जितना आप रीड करोगे ना, यू विल नो कि किस तरीके से हमें यहाँ पे लिखना चाहिए. डन. चलो. स्ट्रैटेजिकली ब्रेक डाउन. टॉपिक को क्लियरली समझ लिया, प्लास्टिक पोल्यूशन पे हमने फोकस कर लिया, वगैरह वगैरह. अभी ये जब आप पढ़ लोगे तो आपको पता चल जाएगा कैसे ये मैंने लिखा है. तो दिस ब्रेक डाउन ऑल्सो यू नीड टू डू एट द एंड. So I want this you should do, and this is how your writing should look like. So you need to write, you need to read, and you need to proofread. इतना हो जाएगा ना, आराम से हो जाएगा इतना, राइट? सो प्रॉमिस कि आप अपनी मेहनत अच्छे से करोगे. यू विल राइट एवरी डे 100 to 200 वर्ड्स आपको हर दिन लिखने हैं. इट इज नॉट इम्पॉसिबल एट ऑल. ये काम आप करोगे तो बड़े आराम से आपकी राइटिंग तब तक अच्छी हो जाएगी. एंड यू नो, लाइक कीप अपडेटिंग योर वोकैब, कीप रीडिंग न्यूज़पेपर, बिकॉज न्यूज़पेपर एक बहुत ही अल्टीमेट आपके लिए एक टूल है that helps you to find the right vocab package for the right kind of like segment. तो जैसा segment है वैसा ही उसकी vocab भी होनी चाहिए. Apart from that, अगर आपकी grammar अच्छी नहीं है, please go through the rules or watch any video you can find on the channel, or like any other like book if you are going with. So like tenses, active, passive voice, direct, indirect, please go with these like basic grammatical topics, so that you will get more clarity कि जो sentences का structure है ना, that should be like this. If you get more clarity, you can write with proper grammatical structures, and आपके वहाँ पे नंबर कटने की संभावना क्या है, बहुत ही कम हो जाएगी. ठीक है? So all the best everyone. I'll see you all in the next class. Till that time, take care, study more, and be more optimistic. Take care.